All right. After realizing I don't have time this week to do anything else, and I just ran out of water, meant to refill the water bottle. Rats. Thirsty guy. So rendering a video right now, trying to get that done. And then I realized, dang, I do not have time to do a live Q&A this week, like I said, because tomorrow we're recording Saturday Morning Salmon Flange. Thursday we're recording Prince of the Universe. Friday and Saturday I have plans. So I'm like, oh no. So I don't have time. So I said, well, it's today. And today's All Saints Day. So yay, yay. I do have a few things to go over real quick. Halloween is my number one most hated holiday of them all now. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. I'm never dressing up again. It's just terrible. It's terrible. It was always my number two, I think, right behind Valentine's Day, which I think is kind of a joke. But I've never been a fan of. But Halloween gives me a bigger headache, and it's garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. Can't wait to take down all the Halloween stuff. May do that over the weekend. Ugh. Since I have to work every other day and can't do it. Got a Q&A here. One, I think. Um, have I recorded a more civilized age? I did. We did a more civilized age. It was really good. That's coming out later on, maybe tomorrow or something, if I can think about it. No, someone else asked if I've discussed before the other Dune novels. Yes, and I can't remember where. I want to say on Prince of the Universe years ago. Because the only reason I say that in Blackest Night, who asked this question, is because the Duke of Callahan trilogy is book 3 comes out end of this month. I'm getting it, and I'm going to read them all. And I will give my thoughts on the trilogy, spoilers, probably too, on Prince of the Universe. I recently reread them. I love them. I think they're excellent. So, and I'm a big fan of course, it's Kevin J. Anderson, Brian Herbert, who does a good job too. I think they're both, I think they're all really good, except for one. I think it's Winds of Dune. Winds of Dune. Even on my reread, when I was rereading it, I thought, oh man, this is not good. I remember it not being good, but then thinking, oh, maybe it is good. Nope. And they recently came out with another one, another Tales of Dune or something, which I got that one and enjoyed that one too. So I mean, most of them are good except for Winds of Dune. It's just not good. It's just a story that really goes nowhere. Really goes nowhere. So very disappointing. Other than that, though, the Dune books have been great. I don't know anything. Well, I know a little bit about the premise of Duke of Callahan, but I don't know any of the details. I've stayed spoiler free from this. I know that I cannot wait for that book to come out because I will stop reading Star Wars and I will get right on Dune because obviously I am a Dune fan. I love Dune a lot. So really interesting. Can't wait for that one to start. But thanks for the question. I usually don't ask questions. I should start asking people to put questions in the monthly one, the monthly updates. I used to. I just stopped. I don't know why, but there you go. Oh, we have. I haven't been paying attention here. I don't know what did happen. You go to bed. You go to bed, Bernardo. Reformation. That's what we used to call Reformation Day, October 31st. I think we used to call Reformation Day. So I never celebrated Halloween when I was a kid either way. Oh, well, Max, I know. Fellowship of the Ring all the way. I want to read Fellowship of the Ring rather than see me on YouTube. So I get that. Hello, hello. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. There are a lot of Dune books. I mean, at a Frank Herbert's run, there are 5. Wait, hold on. Before I say that, I think there's 6 now. Yeah, because there's 6. And then from Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert, his Frank Herbert's son, there are several. And they're all good except for Winds of Dune, in my opinion. They're all good. They're better than Frank Herbert's Dune books, to be honest. I really like them. Yeah, Paula Dune is really good. Okay. One of the favorite Kickstarter's canceled. Oh no! Which one was it? Which one was it? The zoo one was interesting. I think it was a little too finicky for me, but it was interesting. That was the one that almost got me. Thank you. Happy All Saints Day to you too, and dark greetings to you. I'm the only person you know that likes zero bars. Surely there's someone else here that likes zero bars. The zeros are good. They're just not that popular. Oh, Deep Shelf. Oh, okay. That one, I think, if I may be honest, the name is not catchy and doesn't tell you what the game's about. And I don't know. I don't know. If he goes back to the drawing board, I think gives a different name. Maybe the board art a little bit improvement. I don't know. Like I get the concept and everything, but I felt like the name was off a little bit. But Zoo Tycoon definitely looks good. I've never played Magic the Gathering, but my nephews love it. That's their favorite game to play. My day was great. I got to meet the governor. Got a picture with him too. They said that his people were right next to me at the table, and I went. He was doing a speech, and I went, "Is he taking pictures with people afterwards?" I went, "No." He said, "We're so sorry, but he's got a very busy schedule. If you show up to some kind of thing they're doing, this we'll try to fit you in." I went, "But he does not have time right now. He's got to get to the other place." I went, "Oh, it's okay. He has time for me." And somebody walked up to the table and said, I said, "Hey, Governor Edwards, I need to get your Bill Edwards, I need to get your picture, please, real quick." He went, "Oh, sure." I was the only one that got a picture, and then he walked off to the next thing. So that was kind of fun. Even though he hasn't been a good. The first run as governor, I thought he did a great job, and the second run has been very bad. He's trying to turn it around, but it's been very bad. He hasn't been that good, sadly. I know all my friends hate him, though. All my friends hate him. But I think his first run was good as governor. Second run, he did a bad job. I didn't breeze over Lance's message. Be Calvinist? Yeah, everyone does, except for pagans, maybe. That's what it was. Was it Prelude to Dune? Was that it? You tear some zero bars. Good job. Prelude to Dune. Was that the newest? What was the newest Tales one? It's on my shelf. It's behind the thing there. They were Little Debbie Girl and Sunbeam Girl. Here, I can show a picture. I don't care. And then my little itty bitty Annabella was a Cabbage Patch Kid. I have some pictures. My wife sent some pictures. Oh, here you go. So that, if you can see her, that's Miss Annabella. Look at all. She looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid right there. And then there's little goofballs drinking hot cocoa because hot cocoa is the best thing in the world. Come on, focus. There they are. Focus. That's not focusing on it, but anyway. And then there's a good picture of them all dressed up. Come on, focus, dude. Focus, my man. Don't look at me. Look at the picture. Focus, you stinking camera. And the other picture was good. But anyway, yeah, so there they are. All cutesied up. And see, I wasn't pulled in. I got 2 Kickstarters left open now. One's delivering next month, maybe. No, it got pushed back to December. Oh, Queen Games. They tried to bring all 4 games over. Our 2 games, Amsterdam and I don't remember what the other one was. The Bruges remake. Those were first. Within months later, they did New York and Marrakesh. They shipped them all together, but New York and Marrakesh has come in, and Bruges and Hamburg was it called? Hamburg and Amsterdam have not all come in. So people who got the Kickstarter way after us, they're getting their stuff first. Anyone who's been originally waiting, we had to wait for 6 extra months or a year for the other things to get produced because Queen Games wanted to save money and ship it all together, and we're getting screwed. Everyone who got the later Kickstarters, they're getting their games this month. and we have to wait till December. Really, that does suck because we didn't want them to be combined for shipping. Yeah, well, here I got that picture too. All about showing pictures today. Come on, dude. And look at this. Look at that winner with Governor Bell Edwards. That was fun. Hello. It not nailing those 95 theses on the wall. Lance needs to read them. Sands of Dune. Thank you. Sands of Dune. I enjoyed Sands of Dune. Have you read it? I enjoyed it. Ah, I get it. Yes, it is. Sisterhood. I don't think that one ever finished. Navigators of Dune. Yeah, more recently. Yeah, I've read them all except for the Caladan trilogy, which finishes this month, and I'm gonna read them all. But we don't do Reformation Day anymore. We do just All Saints Day. That's what we did today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm getting back from that thing, and I just didn't change. I came home. I cleaned the kitchen floors, vacuumed, cleaned up, and then made some videos real quick and was editing videos. And that's when I realized I won't have any time to do a live Q&A unless I do it tonight. Oh, there was a lot of campaigns announced. Where do you go? Hey, Michael, where do you go to look at that? Who do you go to? My buddy uses Alex from Board Game Company, but who do you watch for that? Or where do you get that news? I heard good things about the Dune board game. War on Arrakis was a Kickstarter I almost got, but decided to hold off, just because I definitely want to play that before I buy it. Michael, have you ever played Carcassonne, or anyone? Have y'all played Carcassonne? That's one of the original new modern games I've never played. I played Catan. I love Catan. I played Ticket to Ride several times. I hate Ticket to Ride. I can't stand that game. But Carcassonne, I've never really looked at. I've never really looked at. And they just came out with the new big box, and I was like, I mean, if you're going to go, you got to go big, right? But I don't know if it's worth it. Seems like a decent game. Seems fun. I agree. Your last suggested book, Shatterpoint. But I do enjoy your. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. And you know what? You're not supposed to agree with everything I say, so I'm fine with that. Um, in fact, I would even say this. I think I am in the minority on both of those opinions. To be fair, I think a lot of people love Last the Jedi more than hate it, like me, and I know a lot of people love Shatterpoint more than me. So I think the majority of people would agree with you, and that not me, and that's fine. That's fine because I mean we're just talking about opinions here. So they talk about opinions, and that's really all they are. Hey Teresa, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Um, I look like Michael Scott when he had a mullet. Oh, that's funny. What do I do for a living? Corporate trainer. There you go. New hire orientation, job role, procedural, soft skills. I train trainers too. So I guess I'm a senior corporate trainer. I'm working on the big body of work that's the tool online digital tool chest for trainers now. So yeah, fun stuff. Travel every once in a while. And Lance, they canceled my Dallas trip today. I kind of thought they would. There was an 80% chance I was going when I talked to you. 80% chance, they said. I said, are you sure? We have no travel budget this year because you said all these things at the beginning of the year, and at the beginning of the year, COVID was still a thing. And they said, no travel. Well, then no one could travel. So, but they really want me to get to Dallas, and I'll go next year for sure, because they're going to reinstall the travel budgets. But I was like, how are you guys going to, because I said, this is great, but how are you guys going to pay for it? They said, don't worry, we're going to figure that out. But you're going. I was like, wow. I mean, to be the first person in my department to travel, I thought it was really cool. And then today, like, hey, no budget. So it's all right. Shelf clutter. Let me write that down. Shelf clutter. Shelf clutter. What is this? Okay, I'll write on this one. I'll check it out. Shelf. Is that a YouTube channel? Or is that like a site or something? How much of the original hardbacks of Thrawn cost altogether? Around $60. I don't know. Do they? The originals, really? I don't know. I don't know because I bought them when they came out. So cover price for me. Cover price for me. Oh, see, that's okay. That means it's not so good. See, I look at games you would also like because that matters to me. That gives me a BGG rating. If there are, when it says on BGG games you may also like, if it's a 10 or above, I'm almost guaranteed I'm going to love that game because every game I've gotten that's 10 or above is a buy. Anything that's, I can't remember, high up in there, 9, 8, I'm probably going to like. Not love, but like. And see, Carcassonne ranks in 8, which means I'll like it, but I won't love it. And then that's the thing. Do you want to spend like what? It was at $72 for a game that you just like but not love? So, have you played with any of the expansions or just the base game? Anyone can answer that question. Oh, there you go. Half price books. Yeah. They said it'd be next year. They didn't tell me when. Yeah, yeah. Fireball Island is oh, thank you. Thank you. You just sent me, Michael, I got the text. You just sent me it. All right, right on. I'll check it out afterwards. Uh yeah, I love Fireball Island. I think it's great. They're going to do another expansion for it. And I think that I can't wait. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I love that game. We are going to be doing another top 100, but for vintage this year. I'm not going to do one for regular because it's getting to where I'm not buying as many games. So I want to kind of rotate the top 100s out. So it's been a couple of years since I've done my vintage list. I got a few vintage games the year before, none this year. Like there's very few that I'm like, I almost got one, but we couldn't agree. He wants too much. The game and the shipping are the exact price. And I was like, dude. And I tried to find more games to buy from him, but there's really nothing else that I want. But there's one game I was like, I do want that game. So we may make a deal later on. I don't know. I may see what else he's got, and just kind of go with it. But I almost got one of the vintage games on my short list there. But because he was willing to give me for a deal, but shipping he's in Canada, I think. And so shipping was just a lot more. And I was like, no. I think it was a Canadian exclusive game. But either way, I'm going to do the board game top 100 with some special guests. And Fireball Island is going to be on that list. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Sucks. The new Ender's Game stuff. I tried Ender's Game. I thought it was okay, but never read the rest of it. I was the screen guy for the local charities haunted car wash. We did a lot of cars there. Scream guy was super popular. There was a high school dance team that was there that was helping out, and those girls were awesome. They had a good attitude. They stayed late every night. They didn't complain. They had a great time. They were laughing, dancing, having fun in between. When it die off the last 30 minutes of every night. And so they'd just be sitting there dancing. Yeah, they weren't tired. They were just go, go, go. And I didn't talk and I didn't reveal my face. And so I just was a character to them. And they all took selfies with me at the last night. And I thought it'd be funny if I went and changed real quick and came back as me and just kind of sat around. while they were wrapping up and eating. They eat afterwards. And so I came up without my costume on, started talking. And one guy who knew me already was talking to me, and all of them passed me by, didn't even know who it was. I almost said it, but I was like, no, I like being Clark Kent and going, oh, Screen Guy was here? Oh, he's my favorite. But it's cool. It was cool because they were a big Scream fan, walked right past it. This guy is not exciting. Scream Guy was exciting. But man, I mean, when I ran I was on my feet for 3 hours straight running a lot because Scream Guy runs and then he runs on the other car window, taps on it, runs on the other car window and taps on that. And I was running up and down the car wash thing, and I mean sprinting, getting down, posing as a statue when cars would come and then coming at them and everything, running out into the traffic that was on the street there. And I was like, dang. And I was like, I wasn't even getting winded. Like one time I ran the entire distance of the car, which all the straight around, just sprinting the whole way, just going by all the cars. And I was like, dang, I wasn't even getting winded. I was like, I'm feeling great. Yeah, I did not feel great the next day. I felt like garbage. I was like, oh, and if I ever sat still for too long, my legs were killing me. In fact, I think I got a photo of that too. Let me see. Come on. Look at the pizza that they served. That's Johnny's Pizza. That was a good pizza too. That's their like supreme. Okay, there I am one night. There's me in the car about to go do some killing as a Scream Guy. Someone said, dang, that looks like an OG mask. Yeah, it was. The original mask that came out during the movie I bought. It's not the new ones that are all plastic and cheap looking. And we'll do it next time I'm in. I'm in there quite often. Hey, how's it going? No, Brennan, I have no excuse because there's a Burger King right around the corner. When am I going to have the time? Weekends are so busy for me. I will go. I don't think it's there anymore in their drink machines because I don't see it online. It's not on their online thing, but that doesn't mean just because it's not online doesn't mean you can't go to the fountain and get it, right? So I need to go check. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that too, whatever it means. Okay. Too much love. Oh, nice. Good deal. You should play the base game. Yeah, the base game seems very cut and dry. Seems okay. But then I looked at all the expansions. I thought, okay, there's a lot of strategy here. Again, 71. Maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas. See if someone will get it to me for Christmas. There you go. Oh, see, Lance is gone. He's like, okay, he's not going to come see me. I'm out. Still good. Still a Trekkie. Still talk to her every time I go by the office. She's really nice. She didn't like new Star Trek at all, though. I know, right? I've been having to catch up, and I haven't seen a single World Series live yet. I've had to catch up on it. But yeah, I'm wrong. I told Dylan Houston in 5. And I'm wrong, but I hate Houston. I hate Houston, but I hate Bryce Harper. And I think I hate Bryce Harper more than Houston. But as I look at every player's face in Houston, I hate them more. So maybe the Phillies win, but Bryce Harper is injured that day or sick, and he can't celebrate. I don't know. I hate Bryce Harper so much. It's a good book. Good book. I see, but I think it's better though. I think it's better in a way. Definitely fun. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to pay that much for a hardback. I was like, no way, because I was 13 at the time though, so I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to pay $5 for a paperback. But I had to read the end. I had to read the last. The last command had just come out. I was like, maybe I was 14 by then, but I was like, all right, give me it. And then I went. Then I saw the other two stand there in hardback and went, just give me them all. I'm going to read this again. I love the trilogy, so I bought it all. But I only had the first two in paperback because the third one I couldn't wait. Paperback would come out like 6 to 8 months later, and I just couldn't wait anymore. Because when she had bought me the paperback, the second book had not come out yet, and it came out like a month or a few months later, and I bought it. No, the paperback version had not come out yet, and so I had to wait a few months. Bought it, read it in 2 days. Like, I'll just buy Last Command when it comes out because I had to read it. Had to read it. And then it was during either the Carillion trilogy or Black Fleet Crisis when I finally decided I'm going to wait till these trilogies finish before I start reading them because I had a hard time waiting. I didn't like waiting for the next one. Yeah, Star Wars Risk is fun, but you know what that is? It's a watered down version of Star Wars Queen's Gambit, which is a much better game. But if you've never played Queen's Gambit, you'll love Star Wars Risk. I agree with you. Star Wars Risk, it looks a lot of fun, but it's a dumbed, watered down version of Queen's Gambit, which you can't get anymore, which they'll never make anymore. It's a massive game that costs way too much now. But there's a buddy of mine. He heard me talk about it all the time. He comes in over the holidays. He went, let me see this Queen's Gambit. Is it really that good? Because it was like number one on my vintage list. He went, let's see it. And we played it. He went, I want to play this every year I come down. Every year he comes down, we play Queen's Gambit. He's coming down this year. Queen's Gambit's going to be the first game we play. He loves Queen's Gambit. But Star Wars, he played Star Wars Risk afterwards and went, this is good, but it's not Queen's Gambit. I said, no, it's like the cheap version of it. No, I heard it was pretty good though. What'd you think about it? That's aggressive for Chris though. He's a big Star Trek fan of the books. The original price. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, $22, I guess it was. Have I read it? What do you guys think? Who is Eric Spolstra? Wait, oh. Okay, wow. Is that a compliment? All right. I do not read Jane Austen, actually. It's kind of wild, but I don't. Discontinued snack or candy? Mars bar. I used to eat a Mars bar every once in a while, and now they're gone. I've read Road to Dune. Road to Dune is good. I don't know. I hate the Astros too. I hate both teams, really. I hate the Phillies. The Phillies are awful. They're awful. There's, but I don't know. And I hate Bryce Harper more than anything. I don't like either of these teams. I don't like either of these teams. Like I picked Houston. And I wanted them to win, but I keep looking at them and I hate every single one of them. I mean, so whoever wins, I lose. I hate the Phillies too. She does not even watch modern Star Wars anymore. In fact, let me see. She had a problem with Voyager. That's when she started to have some big problems because she thought Captain Janeway was awful. She was so excited for Captain Janeway. And when Captain Janeway turned into like someone who was she had no character whatsoever, she was crushed. Like, oh, Janeway's a woman captain. Great. Oh, so Janeway is just a woman captain and that's it, without a personality, without it, she's like, oh, she's awful then. And then she enjoyed Enterprise, but didn't like it as much. I mean, liked it better than Voyager, but not most of the other ones. And then some of the movies, I guess she was okay. She went and saw Nemesis when it went out. Her husband took her. He wasn't a Star Trek fan, but he took her because he knows she loves Star Trek. And I don't know. she did that, and I think that was it. I don't know if she's seen the J.J. Abrams versions, but I think she just stopped automatically, and she's just done with the new Star Trek. She likes the original series best, I think, and Next Generation. Other than that, you can have her, and she reads some of the old books, which I mean, some of them were good, but they're not all in continuity with one another. Yep, it's called the what's it called? The Kelvin timeline. Someone said it earlier. Well, I like turtles, so there you go. Oh yeah, yeah, it's good. Gotcha. Why? I'm kidding. I can tell the Lightsider story in a minute. Sure. Ooh, I don't know, man. That Lando storyline in Black Fleet Crisis is awesome. Honestly, Lando, 3PO, and Lobot. It's excellent. They've been well, at least in the U.S. Maybe Germany has them, but in the U.S. they're gone. Yeah, Snickers almond is a Mars bar now. If you have Mars bars, you need to let me know. Hook me up. Really? No, I've never had it. Oh, Butterfinger BBs. I forgot about that candy. That's a good one too. He got bored and decided to do something else while reading the book. Oh, see, I did not know that. So Mars bar is just okay. Did not know that. Interesting. That's technically what a Mars bar was. Snickers with almonds. I thought it was fine. It was kind of a cheat at the end, but I thought it was fine. If the ending, they just would have not giving him an out for still being alive. But I thought Picard was awful. How they kind of tried to resolve that ending from Nemesis, awful, awful. Yeah. In fact, the third movie was probably the best, which wasn't directed by him. It was probably the best. It felt like a fun thing. Oh man, Geek Static has like 100. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh, I love Cadbury then. I already have Alex for a son, but maybe, sure, why not? Oh, look at that. He even said that. uh, oh, no. Noah, look, your doppelganger's here. That's wild. Is there a factory in your area? That's interesting. Okay, see, I didn't know about this. Yeah, that was actually a good one. It was actually a decent one. It was fun. The first one was like meh. The second one's awful. It's awful. It is so terrible. Into Darkness is terrible. And then the third one, I can't remember what it's called, was actually really fun. Maybe, maybe. Look out. No, we know that's you again. That's you, quality. You know what? I'm really excited to read it again. I don't. It doesn't feel like Star Wars, but is it the worst Star Wars novel? I did rank it as one of the worst Star Wars novels. Now, when we were doing my new top 10, No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be in my top 10. It's got to be really bad to reach that low. Oh, see, I've asked the Pepsi rep for inside information. No, get out of here. Get out of here. So funny. I don't think it could, Ian. You'll have to go back and watch the video, but I'm going to apologize to every Bantam Nava. Even iJedi may not be as bad as the ones that some of the ones I've already read. I don't know what you're talking about. Escape from Daegu. No, I mean, here it is. Escape from Daegu. Honestly, I talked to Bill about it. William Dietz. He has it. He won't lie. He has it. But he sold it lock, stock, and barrel to Lucasfilm. Or to wherever, Bantam, whatever. And he feels like it's not or Del Rey, it's not his to release. We said it probably isn't because was it me or Joe? It probably was Joe. Joe showed him what a standard contract looks like. Because my standard contract, writer's contract, which I think is pretty standard. I asked Joe this. I said, wouldn't the contract say this? Because my contract says if Sequart didn't publish my story in the next 2 or 3 years, I get it back. That I can publish it free on my website or whatever. But I said, can't he do that too? And so I can't remember. I think Joe maybe mentioned that to him. I can't remember. Let me give Joe credit, because usually Joe's the one that gets all the credit, and he deserves it too. But I think Joe told him about that. But I remember talking about it with Joe, but I can't remember who sent him that information. I want to say it was Joe, though. Joe's probably the one who takes control. Like I said, I can only claim of convincing one author to release a short story. Joe's done everything else. Yeah, I have actually. You figure out you're dreaming later on. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Well, no, only because on one of the last streams I did, we kind of wrote out a few that I think would probably be in there. He says, good night. Cherry cola Oreos. I don't know, but the ones we're gonna do for Saturday morning Sam Flange tomorrow are candy bars so big. We're gonna do one on snacks, salty snacks, and snack cakes. We're gonna keep it food for a little while. I thought of another one too. Have we ever done fast food? Top 5 fast food places? Let me know in the comments below. I think we have, but I skimmed over some of the past episodes. I didn't see it. I know. Well, you know what though? I'm just not going to bother him about it anymore because he was very polite about it. Unlike the other authors who deny it ever, like Chrissy Golden had a release date, had cover art, and she goes, "I never wrote a single word of it." Well, it was supposed to come out later on that year or whatever, and she never wrote any of it. That's a lie. That's a lie. She didn't want to be hounded by fans over it, which is the real reason. I don't know. I heard that rumor from Noah, but Noah hasn't shown me where that was said. He's looking for it, and I'd love to read it too. So we'll see. Oh, really? Barbara Hamlin, to me, Children of the Jedi, I liked. I actually liked a lot. And Planet of Twilight, I hated. Hey, yourself. Best thing about TCW, it ended. Worst thing, it started. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. Yeah, thanks. And I've been showing them. I showed them the peanut butter. You saw. I texted you on that. I texted that picture and picture because this is awesome. They were just loving it. I don't know where you found that. I believe it though. I believe someone did that study, but I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Spread that rumor around. I'd never even seen it, so I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I have night. What's it called? Night terrors. I have a lot of nightmares a lot of the time. So constant nightmares. Good cover, Scott. Scott has it. Go get him. See, I loved it the first time for all the reasons I listed the first time I read it, and I'm looking forward to read it again. Planet of Twilight. I'm ready to give a second look at just to see if it's any better. Wait, am I? Am I? That's definitely one of them. Oh, good. 4 for 10. There you go, Steve. Hey, Steve. Um, so yeah, did it feel that Cornhorn was first off a if you're not a Mary Sue, you're a what's the male version of Mary Sue? Felt like he could unravel anything, he could defeat anyone, he was awesome, everyone else sucked. It was just the first half of the book is terrible. And it felt like his character was just forced into the Jedi Academy trilogy to fix everything. He's the reason if Luke would have listened to him, none of that would have happened because he would have saved the day. And then when he leaves the academy, it gets interesting at the end. But that first half was so unbearable to read. Hello, how are you? I don't know, but I went to Epcot and went to the Coca-Cola Center and tried all their flavors, and one of them, I can't remember which one, was really weird. That's why I want to reread it. I want to look it back up again because it's one of my favorite villains. It is. So I wanted to go back and look at it. Okay, yeah, look at this. Some love for Planet of Twilight. I'm looking forward to rereading it. Both of those are great. Yeah, I guess at times, cracks me up. Gary Stew. That's what he felt like a Gary Stew. No, well, the thing is, in I Jedi, he does. In the X-wing series, he does not. In all the other books where he's mentioned or has adventures, he does not. But in that book, yeah, I agree. I agree. half, for the first half, Corn has no. He has weaknesses. He can't do telekinesis, right? He's terrible at it. His son's good at it, but he's not. But the thing is, though, have you read I Jedi? The first half of the book is showing how he's much better, wiser, and smarter than Luke and every other Jedi there. Like he knows nothing about the Force yet. He's coming to study there, but honestly, he should be teaching. He should be running the academy. So, I like Five Guys. That's maybe a generic call there, but I do enjoy Five Guys. I think Five Guys is a great burger. It costs a lot, but it's a quality burger. The best burger I've ever had is in Tempe, Arizona. It's Chuck Box. Anyone in the Phoenix area, I envy you because I would eat Chuck Box every day. I think Chuck Box is amazing. There's only one. Chuck Box is the best burger I've ever had. Voltage. Wow. Yeah, but that's not really. Uh, yeah, it's cracking me up here. Mine would be, well, that would be neat. Cole and Nat Skywalker, but obviously it would be um, Count Dooku, a good Count Master Dooku, and young Qui Gon Jinn. I would have loved to have seen that. I should get to that, right? All right. So, I mean, if you probably saw Noah's video, yes, I've had it. There you go. There it is. Ta-da. I've had it on the shelf for quite some time, ever since the videos were out. You could see it in the background; it's always there. First person, I think I got it in 2014. First person ever to realize I had it because they came to my house was Dylan from Twin Sons Foundation, Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions. I knew when they were coming, they were going to see it. The secret was out. It was given to me in ultimate secrecy, not to say anything. And but if you ask, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name right now. Not Alex Ross, not Cam Kennedy. You're always saying it in the chat, so I'll get it by the time this is over. Dave Dorman, there it is. But Dave Dorman will tell you it exists, because he knows about it. But yeah, I had to keep it a secret. I did a post on the expandinguniverse.com. It was up for a few hours that morning. Chris took it down because he felt it was like 2 or 3 months after Tom Beach had passed away. But Chris felt that not enough time had gone, and so he wanted to take it down. I had no problem with that. That was fine. We never reposted it though. I just never got around to it. I'm glad that it's out there so everyone can read it. And yes, I think it's a great introduction to Dark Empire too. I think Jeremy and Dylan read it that night. Took turns reading it or something. So they were just so impressed. But it's like Noah pointed out in his video. It's been in my videos forever. It's one of the two Easter eggs. The other Easter egg was Hungry Ewok. Whenever I talked about, not every time, but when I talked about something like a Star Wars Insider or something like that, I'd say, I'd say Yub Nub's one hungry Ewok. He's the baloney jokes. I'd say, yeah, he's one hungry Ewok, basically telling you to go to Hungry Ewok. That was the other Easter egg. In the EU, fine. I'm fine with that. She dies saving Anakin. Anakin feels it's his fault. I'm fine with that. That's hilarious. I love shapes and colors too. I think it's fun. I've never played Super Smash Brothers. My brothers played it. My younger brothers love that game. Yeah, he's much better. And Corn Horn's impressed. He went, "Wow, I can't even do that." See, that's where we disagree. Code Red all day. Well, I did a review. Obviously, I'd read it by then, but I'll reread it and do it again. Yeah, yeah. The food is great though. It is expensive though. See, I knew y'all would get it. I just didn't get it by then. 610. I mean, the first part just ruined it for me. I hated it. The second part, though, I remember when Brian and I we were kind of debating on I Jedi, and Brian Borg said, "But the second half, Matt, you got to admit, is much better." I said, "Well, yeah, but maybe it is the first half that made me hate it so much." So I will reread this again. I guarantee I will not like the first half. It may be a 5 out of 10. That's being generous. I think Stieg is being generous with 4 out of 10. I gave it a 1 out of 10, a 0 out of 10 probably. But will it be the on my worst list? Maybe. It was number one last time I made the list, but there's other things that deserve to be above iJedi. That may be well. That may not be the only one because Planet of Twilight I don't like, and Crystal Star, but I'm ready to read all of those again. Okay, I don't think they'll be as bad as the ones I've read already. I don't remember Voltage, but I tried it. I remember liking it back in the day. Yeah, it may have been, but I just the Apple one was good. I can't remember what the weird one was, but I gave it to my wife for like, ugh, and we just moved on. But I can't remember. Reading the book. Whee! And Dark Saber. And Dark Saber. Kevin J. Anderson's masterpiece is Dark Saber. Y'all are cracking me up there. Yeah, that's a really favorite one. Mountain Dew Amp. I remember that. uh, oh, good. I'm glad. I think I have. I think I have. They make things for everything there. Um. Oh yeah, Leia fighting the. Oh no, I forgot his name. The Hut with the lightsaber. Y'all let me know in the chat. And there goes Alex. I thought it was kind of dumb, but it is what it is. I remember Whiteout. I remember that being pretty good. Thank you, Alex, if you're still here. Sorry. There's a lot of stuff I didn't like. The Death Seed Plague and stuff like that. No, it was given to me. I mean, it could have been Lulu. Yes. Yes, it could have been Lulu, most likely, but it was given to me by someone. I think they're great. A Heart of the Jedi is fun. Okay, yeah, thank you. I knew everyone would know that, but me. I just couldn't remember at the time. Oh, it's not. Well, he took it. Chris might have put it back up, but he said he took it down for right now, and he may have put it back up. I did. I wasn't offended at all. I was like, okay, because Chris told me, he's like, hey man, I don't think we should put it out too early. He said, I'm just going to put it out later. I said, okay, and I don't. Since I'm the one that reads a lot of this stuff and edits it and stuff, and I don't. What's posted today, I don't know because I read it like a month ago. I'm enjoying it. I love it all, but I get to read it here and now. And right now, by the way, right now I'm making, I have how many more spots? 7 more spots for December. If anyone has any ideas, for articles, let me know. If you want to do something monthly, weekly, that's fine. But putting together my this post for November all complete. Did that by the end of October, barely. And now I'm working on December. I usually send out emails to everyone saying, "Hey, what you got for me this month?" Scott, I didn't send you one because you said you were busy, but everyone else gets one usually, and then they come back and they give me what they have. And now that I say that, I just remember there's another author another contributor that I forgot to email. And then I talked to Dylan today about if we need to make some light cider posts and whatnot. So the only thing that hurts me is the current news, the new events. Dylan and Chris were on that, and now Chris doesn't participate in the website at all. Now he's busy with family and everything, which I totally understand. And Dylan doesn't either. He's got a job. He's super busy, and I'm at work. I'm not at a laptop, so if news breaks, I can't put it on the website. So that's the only thing hurting me right now. I mean, Caleb may be able to do it now that I think about it. I have a few people who have access to help me write some stuff like that. But anyway, if you have ideas, let me know. I'm always in. I love different fan perspectives and different ideas that they come at and think about. Hey, what if I did something like this? What if I did something like that? And I'm like, yeah, sure. It's just then they start writing it and they realize, oh, this is a big project. This was going to take me a while. And then they lose interest. It's hard to keep those. We had some really great contributors, but when the pandemic started, they all left and I couldn't get, I haven't gotten stable ones to replace it. Meaning I used to have people who would deliver every week an article, which was really nice. And I know everyone's got a busy life and it's hard. It's hard to write these articles, but that's why I usually do videos. Yeah, I know. Oh, good. You're going to love them. And I don't mind if you like the new canon. You probably know that already if you've watched me. I don't. It's not for me, but I don't. If someone wants to enjoy it, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. If you like it, because basically it's just opinions, right? I don't like it because of this, this, and this, but you don't mind this and this and this, so you can like it. Who's right? Who's wrong? Well, we're both right because we're both giving our preference. We're talking about preferences. I like Mountain Dew Whiteout. Someone says no, Code Red's the best. We can have a debate on it, but really, who cares? I mean, not who cares, but who is someone going to be right or wrong on Whiteout or Code Red? That's kind of how I feel about when we argue about stuff like this. So it's fine that you like new canon. I just don't. I have no idea. Hello, hello, hello. ET's was funny. 50 days of 50 days of autumn, 50 days of summer, 500 days of summer. I can't remember the stupid movie, but after he does the dirty dance with her, he's kind of singing that tune. He looks into the rear view or that car window, and it's Han Solo doing that. Was great. That was great. I love that. Oh, I do too. I think it's great. Really, I don't remember that, but it's been a while since I've reread it. So, ever since I've read it, and I've not reread it since it came out. Overrated. Overrated. I was excited to try it, but it wasn't that good. I mean, it wasn't bad either, but okay. All right. I mean, you would know. You've read it more than me. Did he? Seems weird. Oh, look at that. Hey, thank you, sir. Oh, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well, sir. How are you? How are you? That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. It's an All Saints Day miracle. uh, batting 1,000. Batting 1,000. Let's see. Best thing Kevin Chance ever wrote. Oh no, I mean Young Jay Knights is a good one too. Yeah. No, never have. I think he did a great job with Tails. I agree. That's hilarious. Huh. Huh. That's funny. Yeah, and didn't they get the rights back? They got the rights back to it, and I think they're going to continue that series, right, Steve? Believe it or not, I got I say very hard to find. It's just an expensive Dragonlance game that really has nothing to do with the books, just has the name to it. Because when I played it with some Dragonlance fans, they went, "This isn't the game. It's just a battle game of dragons, and dragons battle a little bit." They said, "But this is kind of just a battle game." I was like, "Okay." But oh man, I love that game from TSG, TSR, I think games. They've done a lot of good classic ones. They did Jeff Grubbs, who wrote Scourge. He designed the game for Buck Rogers, which is a great vintage game, and it has a great mechanic to it too. And it's the same Jeff Grubbs that wrote the Star Wars novels. I was like, wow. Yeah, me too. All right, here we go. Is there anyone who could scan, photograph Rogue Squadron special comic and upload it on Google Drive and email it? It's the only one I haven't read. I can't find it online without paying a lot. Surely someone has it, right? Do I have it? The special comic? See, I don't have a scanner anymore. Man, it's not available? Hold on just a moment. For you, sir. For you, sir. Let's see here. See if I... Wow, I do not have a copy. That's kind of wild. How do I not have that? I mean, I got the actual book, but what omnibus was it in? Does anyone remember? Rise Lightning. I'll try to do that for you. Do you know how to contact me on the website? Contact me through the website. I'll see what I can do for you. You're a good guy. My scanner, this is a scanner, yes. It's so old it just prints. It was a fax scanner printer. Of course, the fax doesn't work. I never faxed anything. The scanner broke a long time ago, and now all it does is print. I mean, I've had this one before. I mean, this is probably 15 years old, if not older. It's an old printer, but it still works. And so we still use it. But once the ink runs out on this one, I think I am going to get a new printer with a scanner option too. Yeah, so you know what's honestly good? The second one is pretty good. It takes place years later, but it's him again, and it's the second one's good. The third one's weird, not good, but just weird because he directed it. The star directed it, but the second one is pretty good too. Oh, okay. Well, right on then. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you. See, there's a good man. There's a good man. Oh, that's awesome. You have the game. Yeah, the game is really fun. The game is fun. You roll the die. You can either move or build up your little, I call them little cloud markers, and that's basically defense, health points. And I like those choices. I like that you have to be at a certain elevation to go over mountains and trees and to get the dragon lance. But once you get the dragon lance, it's like, kill the man with the ball, and every dragon's coming at you. And you have, if you play with the leader's abilities, which you should, you each have a special ability. It's really fun. I want to play it with like 6 players. I think that'd be awesome. The most I played is like 4, which is great. But 6 players, oh man, they force you to have battles. It's wonderful. That's a fun game. Well, good. I'm glad I'm on too. No, I have not. Whoop, 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 whoop. Matt, don't. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Oh no, that's terrible. That's a good battle, but Ventress probably wins. In the movies, Empire Strikes Back, as a kid, it was 4-LOM. It was 4-LOM. I mean, probably Boba Fett. I like Boba Fett, but an EU specific bounty hunter, that'd be a good question. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Yeah. No, but I hear good things. Oh yeah. Yeah, so just email me. I'll help you out. I'm sure he does. I saw an old sold listing for one of those. The last time I saw it, it went for like $50, and I was like, nope, I'll pay 20, and I think 20's paying too much. But I don't have it. I'll probably never get it. I'm irked because that was the year I got married, and I forgot to renew my membership, and I renewed it the very next year. And the one year they come up with a short story. I mean, it's like a 2-page. It's not that big of a story, but yeah, I want the original copy, but I'm not going to pay $50 for it. I don't know where is that held. I mean, yes. If it was a comic short, if it entails, is it one of the little Dark Horse newsletter comics? Because I got all those too, and I got an omnibus that collects a lot of them. One of the old Dark Horse ones. Lucasfilm offers you a job overseeing the continuation of Legends. Legends is brought back if you decline. Wait, they offer you a job overseeing the continuation. Okay, so I oversee the continue, but then you just reverse that and said Legends is never brought back if I decline. Oh, so I'd have to accept. Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, that'd be fun. Yeah, yeah. They would never say that, but yeah, sure. Dark greetings. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I hope y'all are doing well too. What came from George Lucas if it did? Oh, well, I mean, if you look back, a lot of times they offered a checklist from Lucasfilm to say yes or no to, and sometimes he would give points. West End Games did this, the comic books did this, the books, but Bantam and Del Rey would do this, and some people would say, "Hey, we got a comment from George. He actually wrote something." In the yes no column, when they asked George actually wrote us a note, which was really cool. Chris showed me not too long ago. Chris showed me another magazine that had an article of West End Games talking about the coolest thing was when they get notes from George Lucas. You know, they get instead of just yes no, they got a response back from him. And I've heard that from books authors. I've heard that from comic book, you know, Dark Horse and everything, that he came back with some notes sometimes. So he had a little hand in everything, like yes, no questions they would deliver to him, and Lucasfilm would respond back. George would not talk to them directly. Some people got to talk to George directly. Timothy Zahn said he did, and some people got letters from George Lucas. Thank the very early authors, Dave Wolverton, Kathy Tyers, Timothy Zahn, I believe Kevin J. Anderson, all got letters from George Lucas thanking them for the novel and saying it was really good. Now, did he read it? They don't think so. I mean, he may have, but they thought maybe it was just something to say, you know, thanks for doing this. But then he stopped that very early because probably mid 90s, he stopped that because then he started writing his trilogy. But back in the day, he'd give everyone a letter. And Dave Overton told me someone broke into his house and stole his George Lucas letter. He was so mad. Why would someone take that? Yep. Why does everyone love Canada better than us, man? Dirge is great. Oh yeah, Dirge. There you go. EU favorite. That's a good pick. Nope, but I hear it's good. No, I don't. He's going to combine a lot of little stuff like that, but we'll see. Maybe it's generic, and that one little thing does not make anything else canon. It's not gonna be heavy ties, I don't think. But by the way, I got my. I think a lot of us got our, verify your email address, guys, because it's coming. So it's moving along very well. I'm excited. Yeah, I got the hardback. It may be out by the end of the year. I mean, he's on the down. I mean, he needs to order a proof copy and approve it, and then he's going to start ordering the books and then start shipping them out. Now, could take till next year. Either way, though, it's fun to see that it's finally coming. Yeah, for real. It's not his Star Wars, is what he said. Ha! Okay. I hear good things about it. I haven't seen that in forever, but yeah, that was a fun one. Probably Psycho. Probably Psycho. Classic. From Legacy of the Force. I don't know if that's true or not. I do remember the last time we heard about something like that was New Jet Order. So that would be correct. But I'm not sure. I think they were still giving him a checklist. I'm not sure though. About the last one I can remember was New Jet Order. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. And that's why I'm glad I didn't watch it. No, he told me that. He told me that when I was talking to him once. I have someone that I work with. He loves Andor. He won't stop talking about it. He loves it. I don't care, but that's fine. Really? Really? I'm telling you, he has everything. Yep. Sean Stewart, I think I'd put on that list too. What? It was? Wow. Welcome to the live stream. I think he was just taking stuff and he just happened to take that too, I think. Yeah, I've heard some bad things about the Kenobi show. Yeah, because they take that and the what's the other thing? The Starlog quote they take out of context every time. Okay, I mean I haven't heard him say that, but I mean I never asked him. Yeah, for real, it does say that on the cover. You're right. Yeah, Brennan Quinlan Voss is having a Sith contest, voting for your favorite Sith. So subscribe to his channel, get your vote in. Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah, I always like that. Always reading. I'd rather be reading myself. I don't know. I mean, the new Suicide Squad was probably my favorite DC movie, but That's not saying anything because DC movies suck. Everyone's, yeah, you love the myth of Darth Ruin and what was he about. You want to know more about him. Oh, right on. Good deal. Oh, okay. That sounds great. It's just one short story, like a novella. Which one are we referring to? I don't know. I've seen some older ones. Is there a new one that's out? Yeah, Joe Bongiorno released it on his Discord, I heard. Unfortunate Legacy of Doom does not exist. It was in a computer before the cloud or disk exists, and so it's been thrown away and it is lost. Um, what's her name? Margaret, whatever, told us that. So that one is gone, sadly. I wouldn't recommend Lost Tribe of the Sith. I wouldn't recommend Knight Errant that deals with Sith. I don't know, the Legacy comic book. What do you guys think? That dealt with some Sith. I mean, you're talking. That's all the Sith books there are. After that, everything that deals with Sith is what you got to go with next. Oh yeah, I guess you do. I'm sure someone will make one. Oh, I'd love to see Nightfall. I'd love to see Nightfall. Last. Who else has played him? The TV ones I don't care about. I mean, Dean Cain was fine. The Smallville guy was fine, I guess. Christopher Reeves. And here's the reason why. His Clark Kent and Superman are completely different. With glasses on, glasses off, and he totally sells them as two different characters, and they feel like two different characters. No one else has done that. No one else has made that separation at all very well. Because Clark Kent is Superman. I mean, it's the same character, and it should be different. So that's why I picked Christopher Reeves. I don't believe so. That'd be nice, but I don't know. Good matchup. Let's go Jaden Core. No, I have no desire to see it. Bruce wants me to see it, so eventually I will, but I'm not going to theaters. If it goes to streaming, I'll watch it. I don't want to though. Yeah, me too. Wouldn't hold my breath, but I'm hoping. Yeah, we get it sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, Tales the Jedi are good ones. That's a good one too. Yeah. Didn't they get a reprint of those recently? Maybe. I don't know. I've never heard that, but yeah, there's you definitely make some connections there, couldn't you, about the two? Yeah, yeah, which can be cool. That's a good one too. It's awesome. Good deal. Glad we could help out. Yeah. Ultimate lore references. Yes. All right, caught up. Woo, overtime. All right, well, I got other stuff I'm gonna have to do here. We'll release a more civilized age. I have read. Just to give you an update. I have read book. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is up here. Book one of the fanfic Sword of the Jedi. I have completed it. The other reading group is completing it later on this week, I'm sure. And we may review this fan fiction. Well, we are going to review it. And so that'll be fun. And then I'm reading other stuff as well. So I am going to read book 2, but I want to let everyone else catch up. And I'm taking a break to read something else right now. So yeah, get some novelty T-shirts. I don't have a digital copy of it. So that Sean can give it to you, Steve. I don't have it. I have a physical copy. Is the whole thing we revealed earlier, but I don't have a digital. Or I would. I'd give it to you. But someone can help you out with that though, and it's gonna make its rounds out in a minute. It just came out. He just released it. Return of the Jedi. You can't right now. I mean, eBay through scalpers, but you can't right now. Well, I mean, the thing is though, Steve knows me, and so he wants to get directed at the good, but he may not be on the Discord or wherever. Where else can he go? Sure, I'm sure you could to make a Heart of the Jedi hardcover. Yeah. Okay, well, help him out. Tell him where it is. Yes, they are. Digitally, yes, it did. It'll be out. Everyone's going to be able to see. I told you it'd be out later on this year. No, I did not see the Elvis movie. Jerry Lee Lewis passed away, and I think me and my wife were at his last concert. It was in Jackson, Mississippi. He was going to do Biloxi, Jackson, Memphis, but he got sick and couldn't do Memphis. And then next year he was going to go tour again, but that's when COVID hit. So he hasn't toured in 3 years. Then he passed away. So I think we went. I mean, he could have, maybe he did the one in Memphis later on that year in 2019. If he made it up and did it, then that would have been his last concert. But his second to the last was Jackson, Mississippi. And I remember the Memphis got, because my wife was like, I kind of want to go see him in Memphis too. I was like, we'll see. But then they canceled it because he wasn't feeling well. So if they rescheduled that and did it, then, we didn't go to his last concert, but we went to one of his last concerts and he was great. He was 90 or whatever, and he was pounding that piano, man. It was good. So R.I.P. Jerry Lee. No, it takes place between Dark Empire 1 and 2. It's how he got Cam Sasalier, to switch over. It's basically it's a prequel novella, like a very short story, to Dark Empire 2. Okay. Yeah. So that's that. So check it out. There's something. So, and then who knows? Next year we may get the Han Solo Hungarian books all fully translated, which I'm excited for those too. So lots of exciting things to look forward to if you're an EU fan. But anyway, that's it. That's all. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful week. Someone asked, oh, that was the other question someone asked me. They would like to see me and my game videotape a gameplay, and I would do that. The problem is right now we're playing time stories again, which would ruin, it's like a one and done legacy game, and I probably don't want to do that stream. I don't want to do something that would ruin a game for someone else because they got a story going on. So after that, I think in 2 weeks or so in that Halloween, Thanksgiving break, when my other group comes in, we got a few other games to play on the list. And when they come in, I may turn on the camera for that. So that'll be fun. But anyway, thanks everyone. You guys remember Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. So this is now Thanksgiving season for me, and I love it. And I also try to get Christmas shopping done before, that day after Christmas is my last day. I like to shop. So hopefully gonna get that done. But anyway, that's about it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you later. Take care.